Hey real estate relatives, I'm your homegirl Daphne Brown, and today we are sitting down with the title girl, Nicole Jones, with Fidelity National Title, and we got a couple questions for her. She's going to answer them, and we're going to bring all the information to you. You ready?
Let's get to it.
Working all day, can I catch a break? Give a pretty brown girl her space. You can keep your bitter, I'ma make a better way. Hey.
Before we get started with our questions, tell the people a little bit about you.
I have been in real estate for 5 years, love it. Background is in healthcare, project management, times happen, you're a part of a layoff. Yeah. What do you want to do next? HGTV makes real estate look easy.
Oh my God.
It is not, right?
It's
very rewarding to know that you were part of the biggest transaction that anyone could go through and that you were able to help guide them through it. So beyond all, very rewarding. I was fortunate to be a part of real estate family. I've done new construction and now I'm in title, and I love that I'm still able to be a part of the process once that home is identified. Now I'm just going to help you get to the closing table and really make that experience just better. So I'm excited. Yeah.
And listen, for all of you guys out there that have not taken in the Nicole Jones experience, it is exactly that. So make sure that we'll be dropping her contact information down below and later after this video. So make sure that you contact her for all your title needs. So the first question we want to ask is, from your perspective, why is title insurance important?
It's really like any other insurance. Your healthcare insurance, your car insurance, life insurance. It's not sexy, but it's a very important topic and a very important coverage to have. So for any buyers, purchasing, like I mentioned, this is the biggest purchase of your life. So you want to make sure that your investment is protected. You want to make sure that there are no liens on that home. You want to make sure there's no judgments, that the seller is really the seller and they can transfer the home to you without any repercussions. So for peace of mind, knowing that you're with a financially backed company, to make sure that the home you're purchasing is really a great investment, so you don't have anything down the line that will come up. So that's very important.
Now, what, from your point of view, would you say makes Fidelity stand out in the sea of all the other title companies? What do you guys do different?
Besides me.
Yeah.
Of course. There's a lot of title companies out there. Like, you can really pick and choose who you want your business to go to, but what is important for you to do is to research how long that company has been in the business. Can they do commercial? Do they do investment? Like, what backing infrastructure do they have to really make sure that your investment is protected? With Fidelity National Title, we underwrite for a lot of other title companies. We have a really good backing, our financial ability as well, because if something does come up, let's just say there's a cloud, when we ran the title, it wasn't there, but now it is there, we will own that and we will cover that. There's not a lot of title companies who will. So to align yourself with the right company and title company and real estate professional to make sure your investment is protected is very important. Yeah.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Now let's talk about the flexibility.
Yes.
Of working with Fidelity.
Absolutely.
So for someone who's out of state, for someone who needs to close perhaps on the weekends, for someone who has a crazy work schedule, and you know what, I don't get off until 4:30. There's traffic. Like, what can you do to help?
That is life. You know what? And I'm so proud of the team that I have here. I have 3 escrow officers in Sugar Land, 3 in Katy. We all understand the busy life, the mom, the dad, the entrepreneur, the corporate America. We understand that, and we definitely take that with pride. So we do have abilities as far as if you need to pay your earnest money remotely or electronically, we can do that. If we need to do a remote closing, we can coordinate that as well. What's important for us is to identify and understand what closing experience is needed, because all situations are different. Correct. So what one person needs, the next won't. So it's really important for us to understand and to communicate and leave our lines of communication open with all agents to understand what closing experience is needed to make this go top notch. So that's very important for us.
Okay.
Mhm.
So, good segue. Speaking of communication,
Yes.
we want to find out how responsive the company
Absolutely.
is.
Yes. We really jump on stuff within an
Okay.
hour.
Okay.
Really do. Whether it's me calling to say I acknowledge the contract, we got it, congratulations, thank you. And then what's important, which I think a lot of title companies miss and just other companies, is setting expectations, right? To let that client know what to expect, but also how do you like to communicate? What's your preferred method? Because again, everyone is different. So for us to be able to identify, and that's why it's important to really have a partnership with your title company, because we can really understand what Daphne and her clients need. So we already know when that file comes in, my team knows how to approach it and how to handle the file, which is important. So we cater to the file. It's all different, you know, and what's needed. But absolutely, because time is of the essence with option and earnest, we hop on that immediately. But what's important for me is that we initiate that upfront call or reach out or that touch. You know, that's very important for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good deal. This is a 2-part question.
Okay.
How
Oh,
does
it's a test.
Yeah. You're gonna get an A. How does Fidelity protect a buyer and seller's personal information?
Yeah.
And how does the company protect the client's funds?
Oh, wow.
It's
So
very important, right?
Very important,
Right.
especially with all the wire fraud going on and other frauds, is very important because of all the information that we have coming.
Scammers out here everywhere.
Oh, Lord, like you get calls all day, every day.
Yes.
So we have a robust, massive system that's built for security for us to be able to send encrypted, secured emails. We've created the earnest money system. The in here is what we call it, where our clients can do mobile deposit or wire. But that's just a way for us to communicate, stay on top, and protect everyone's information.
So let's talk about the attorneys.
That's vital role in like title for any legal documents, whether you're buying a home or lending, like who wrote those contracts were lawyers to make sure that everyone is protected.
Right.
So we have a whole team of underwriting attorneys to make sure that everything, like all the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed. We have partnerships and we have fee attorneys too. If a client needs to get legal advice, we have that connection to be able to refer them to. For any experience or situation, we definitely have a team that can make sure that everyone is protected and the client's best interest is at heart. So yeah,
All right.
great team.
Girl, thank you so much for this.
Of course.
I mean, we always like to educate our
Yes.
audience just to make sure that they understand each step of the real estate transaction.
Absolutely.
And there's so many steps.
There's so many steps, but they're also
we appreciate
important.
it. Yeah, they're also important to come together for the
what's
transaction to occur.
huge for me, like you mentioned, is experience. Like you can't start off with this huge investment, and then at the end, when you're supposed to close and get your key, it's a happy moment, and the ball is dropped.
Yes.
Whether it's lack of communication or something come up, so it's very important that we continue that experience that you've created.
Yes. Oh, I love that.
And it ends that way.
Yes.
Very important.
Yes. Because they are going to remember the end.
100%.
I would like for you to end our video
Okay.
by letting our audience know how they can contact you.
Absolutely.
And anything else that we've neglected to ask.
Yes, so you know what? There's a case by case. If you ever have any questions, do I have the right to sell this home? Like, we're available. You can send me an email, nicole.jones@fnf.com, or call me, text me, 832-421-1099. Also, you're in the best hands with Daphne. You know, if you want to reach out, you have a question, we can hop on a call and do a conference call to make sure that everyone knows what's the best approach.
Right.
We're here to help.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you so much. All right, guys, that's it for our video. We do want to remind you that the homegirls are always ready and willing to enable you to find your way home. Bye-bye.